Looking behind above my forecasting for 2018, I understand they were a blended bag at top, wet and woolly at lowest. Now down there's a blended metaphor to get the year underway. I was cravenly or incorrect in my particular punts, and a bit evident in my wide subjects. It's real how the technology lash extended, consolidating was wild, and we got several testimony of Ruski intervention in America's poll. Oh so. Prediction is but a kind of scam, overall feeling tells you how. But creature incorrect, dull, or both of never stopped some pundits receive wealthy. There's the substance of my chip dribble for 2019. In January, the DCMS Choose board paper on counterfeit news story and disinformation will be cruel in its evaluation of which happened for the Brexit campaigning, singling out special ire for Facebook. In America, continuing investigations in Ruski intervention will give more than particular data on which boatmasters eventually controllable by the Kremlin may or may not include MAID. But although will be a simple faction of the digital voice rigging in the Hindu and Indonesia elections of 2019. These are large more democratic events, in reality, the largest always. In India, the planet's greatest democratic state, down there is profound sect stress and signs of a return by the convention side versus the more than Indian nationalist rulers, the BJP. Besides, Facebook's WhatsApp plate was newly the resource of indecent rumors down there, how led to terrible abuse. If the poll is tightly, it would be innocent to believe defame or overseas actors will remain off. In Indonesia, the president poll will define who leads the planet's largest densely populated Muslim nationality. Along in Turkey, Indonesia is center to debates on the conciliation of contemporary, world Islamic in democratic state. Thus, a lot of defame and overseas actors will believe it their industry to get implicated. Robot will be their privileged arrangement. Flowing has fully modified both of TV and wireless, and the step of changing will speed following year. On Plus T's Warner Media will start a main gamer to the end of the year. So too will Disney, whose Bob Iger is the largest strong CEO in world print for the technology companies. Already Netflix has told it will increase substance expend though future, by the end of following year, investors might ask to see a more clear way to length-term efficiency. If how involves increase prices or reduction substance expend, some streamers, of YouTube and Hulu to Amazon and Disney, might cut prices to bait new customers in. Off of news story and kind of sports, line TV will necessarily go on to sense the tension. The history of ratings for planned TV will conduct on creature one of worldly decrease, although slow by an aging people and superstardom traffic of roast off to Bodyguard. The recent few year include been infernal for lothead sale commanders, CMOS, who fight to aware wherever they get the top explosion for their dollar. As control consultancies go more than in the area, agencies person crisp contest. These pressures include introduced to consolidating amongst the big keeping companies, of that down there is potential more than to go. Overall, the duopoly of Facebook and Google has as well frightened lot ad agencies, who are possessing to struggle stronger and stronger to excuse their royalties. In 2019, look Amazon problem the duopoly. The year, Amazon's ad turnover increase has been crazy. For 3 room in a row it has recorded threefold number increase. In the tertiary block, it was up 123 per dime, to $. Love I told, crazy. During a pair of year, Amazon could earn money more than of marketing ads rather than it does of its cash money heifer, Amazon Web Services. Love I told, crazy. Following year, the digital duopoly will develop in a digital triopoly. I hereby do 3 overseas forecasting on Facebook. Other, Facebook will go in dwell sport. I can see it currently, deceased one March afternoon in Solar Menlo Garden, Zuckerberg says to new rental nickname Clegg, hey, nickname, I aware thou re a fan of Pong. Didn't Mr. Cameron hit you at checkers? I recite how sometime, in any case, Roger Federer and his woman are in City and Priscilla and I possessing lunch in them. Do you and Miriam fantasy connecting? To that the Facebook head responds, large concept. Our motto could be go quick and necktie break things, large, says Clegg. Allows Mark Raj up this evening. Tertiary, Facebook will swim the concept of a prize, i.e. pay for, facility. Announcement free of year. Towards of all how, 2019 may be the year how Facebook tries to compress lot more than income out of WhatsApp and Instagram. Comfortably, the founders of both of include retired previous, possessing sold out their companies to Facebook. Wait to see more than ads on Instagram, and business community intruding yours WhatsApp nourish, a business o' mine Facebook has hardly affected. Unidentified unknowns love Cambridge Analytica inflicted Facebook enormous headaches recent year. The year down there will be more than unexpected problems, on in such how can be planned to. How's not to say it win t be helpful. Lady Frances Cairncross is smart, pragmatical and intuitively on the party of journalists, but her expertise attests to the reality how, in several industries, the web has created problems for that down there is no decision. I can already listen the frustration amongst regional newspapers, lot of whom include got their hopes up how the overview will propose a grey shot if not a silvery A. The identical Israel of Canal 4. Nearly each 1 week I say to who elder in the production, if at a announcer or freelance manufacture business, who bemoans the ratings down there. But ratings are downward usually. Canal 4 is setting out lot of great TV, but the occasion how done it a urgent option to the institution in 1982 are length lost. Confined by Ofcom regulation, incapable to own intelligent characteristic as they'd love, and incapable to do as lot cash of capture up as Dwell Radio, the canal is possessing to struggle always stronger for a listening, on acute flat budgeting. How's hard? A by the government document looking at harms inflicted by the web may not fair swim but vigorously encourage the institution of a controller for the web, or fair public print, everything how tool, in Britain. Though will be a devilishly hard work, and it will get who of huge growth to conduct any such a organization, taking into account its policy susceptibility. I'd be amazed if Sharon Whites, the present lug of Ofcom, could be convinced to leap vessel. Okay, the may include happened already. Nearly surely the accurate time will not be named. But which a wonderful bequest to humane mechanical engineering and inventiveness. Clever speakers, of the type how Amazon, Home, Samsung and Google are now enterprising difficult, include big circulation to an aging people. For the motionless, slothful, or sluggish, creature capable to say, Alexa, act me Beethoven's Ninth is very easy. Of year, these devices include and circulation to human beings of any year, as length as they are not paranoiac on large technique companies, auditory into their everyday conversations. It is too previous to speak if the is event. Yet, along in the extended increase of podcasting auditory, yet a diminutive faction of full wireless intake, aging people in the Western, and the declining prices of these devices, it's lightweight to see their increase ongoing. Asterisk yet virtual fact and extended fact do know. How lot human beings do you aware who own a fantasy eye headphones? In spite the focus creature taking into account to it by the DCMS choose board, the technique remnant alcove. Baidu, Alibaba and Tencent founded in a portable first environmental, and because America's technology giants include an opposing relation in their nations by the government, China's are portion of the identical draft of domestic grandeur as their communistic side. Google has a draft to get the following trillion consumer on the internet. China's 3 largest technology companies will wish to hit them to it, and so harvest finance and culture benefits in the middle term. The readiness of humanists to penalty judgment making to algorithms will increase exponentially. Now wherever include I heard the up? Top wishes for 2019 to all readers of the blog post.